How fast do I read? Let me read to you what I was thinking moments ago. I wrote a little story down. Holy cow! We are from the future, says Jen. Greetings, we are from the future. Everything is going to be all right. The future is a beautiful place, but you will need some training in order to get there. Well, I'm already there. I can already imagine, but future, it will come. Watch me. And when it gets here, you're never ready for it because everything is a little off, but you can just say, whatever comes within the future, I am balanced and I can handle. If the future comes with pain, I will have to handle the pain. How much pain can I handle before I have to turn around and see what I can do to stop the pain? Holy cow! Earth, a planet. We all play today. We created with yesterday. Tomorrow we sleep to awaken to teach ourselves from the elders of yesterday. They have seen our too many O's and streaming. Our life is streaming, not living, but streaming from a second reality. Our day tomorrow has passed through the hands of Matrix. We can change the vibration. We must think pink. Pink is the answer. It is the only answer. It is the thorn in our butt. It is the whiteness and the purity of the Holy Ghost unveiling himself over the red devil, turning the red devil with a flow of purity in it. It'll make it rosy. The system vibration, times are changing. We now know because we speak of it. And to speak of something is to know what we think. And what we think is now. What I ponder is what the future may come in thought to be my present reality. The 5 stars of 1 star. When I take this picture over here, I took one corner of this book. I took one corner of this book over here. And I created all those books in that. I'm making the future. In 30 minutes from now, there's a chance, but a very good chance because it's been happening for the last 5 years, almost every single day. I've had this chance. I've been very lucky. I've had one person in the whole planet that has turned on my video and watched it for 15 seconds. So for whatever they get, I have changed the 15 seconds of that person's moment as we enter into almost what is the in-between reality between most of you confronting each other before we each go back on our own side. R. 1 fish, 2 fish, 3 fish, 4 fish. How many disciples were fishermen? Everybody knows about the worm. Do you know about the worm? What do you know about the worm? How does a worm move? He's a jack. He curls up. He becomes a U. And he curls up to the U and he pushes the front of the U forward, flattening out the middle of his body. So what was once up is now down. Is it 5 or is it 2? Is it 5 or is it 2? Is he on the ground or is the worm all the way up? Oh, look, it's the mountain. And inside are the rivers between 1 and 3. When 5 goes up, 1 and 3 become the valleys. 5 becomes the mountain. What is the open space of 4 and 6? Because 1 and 3 is the river. Something like a dugout on the bases and off the bases. Because if you're not on the base, you're in the water. If you run fast enough, you get from first to second before the water ball goes out. And the water ball goes out because the pitcher threw it. The pitcher threw the water ball. You got to get the first base before the water ball gets there. Otherwise, you're out. You drown. The sharks get you. You know how I know? They're standing at first. Referee, umpires and vampires. Oh my God. Guy's got a bat. Looks like a question mark. Looks like an exclamation mark. He's putting it up. He's going, give me the water. This is the exclamation point. You're going to see what I do with that billy ball. But you know what? It's hard as rock. You know why? Because the ball is frozen. They're playing baseball in the summer. They couldn't freeze the ball like the ice we skate on of the hard rock puck. So they made a hard ball, but it's supposed to be a hard ball. That's why the ball can't play in the rain. Because if the ball gets wet, then it'll all stick together. It'll be one piece of ice in reality. But we can hit it into the lake. Everybody's always looking for the ball in the lake. Does the ball float? Does ice float? Should a ball sink? Does the ball sink? I know a golf ball sinks. I wish the golf balls wouldn't sink. Didn't bring the kitchen sink, brought the pitcher. Throwing it to the catcher. Usually if I want a catcher, well, look at this catcher's mitt. I can put a big ball in here. Let me catch it in here. It's my catcher's mitt. Throw it in, pitcher. Imagine throwing, how do you throw water? The pitcher's throwing a ball. It's water. It's got to be hard frozen so it doesn't break apart. Why does a pitcher need to throw at the home plate and watch first, second, and third? What's happening at first, second, and third? ABC is on the base. That's a total of 6. You get one more of that total of 6. That man comes home and he makes 1. 6 and 1 come together. You got a point. The question is, the real point that's happening right now is it's taking 6 and 1 because we're starting at 1. You're going 6 and 1. Are you going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? And the 1 at the plate brings you in. The guy at the plate can't bring you in while 3 men are on base. Then it seems like we're not playing. Something's going on, and that is an add-on. Am I making a video right now? I am. BJ, number 25. It also stands for 102, Blackjack, and Valentine's. It becomes 162, in which 162 now becomes 216, reversed. Forget about the 6. Once there's a 6, replace that with a 0. We've got 210. We need to find out how we got there to start with. I want to know how we got to 216. 9 times 24, I don't want the 6. So I need 210. 210 divided by 2 equals 105, 105. The hand of God becomes 165 and 165. Aleph. If you put 155, 155, okay, that would say 310 from Yuma, which would be 190. Oh, yes, this is what I want to talk about. Let me fill this screen up. I can't see myself. I can't think. 210 is the dartboard. Adding up 1 to 20 equals 210. Adding up 1 to 19 equals 190. Adding up 1 to 18 is 171. That's the gateway. 18 is the gateway. 171. In and out. Strands of Fibonacci, 55, 89, 144. 4 times 144, 4 strands, because the next one takes us to the next level. So I add on the last 2. 144 is the total value of this strand. I can't go any higher. I go to 144. 144 creates 9. 8, 4, 3, 7, 10, 9 and 8, 17, 1 and 7 is 8. 8 and 9, I created 8 and 9 together, the high heaven. Can't go any higher, I don't need to go any higher. This is my complete strand. 4 times 1, 1 times 4 is 54, 45, the fox 99, the fox connected to Jupiter. 5 and 4 is the sun. 8, 9, and 5 is 14. 8 and 5 is 13, 13 and 14. Look at this, bad man. Angel creation of the ace sun is a bad man. He's a madman. He's a bad and mad man. The total in between value, in between 55 and 2, is 89, and the cube is 110. 110. 123, 133, 136, 137, 138, 139, 141. The same thing reversed inside. 414, 141, same thing. Talking the inside, talking the outside, it doesn't matter. 141, 142, 143. 142 says bad. 143 says the AC/DC, bad. DC is what creates the link, DC. 144 times 4, 5776, the year 2000. 288 is where we have to stop. Why do we stop on 288? Because Fibonacci, we've already built the whole world. Once you get to this, everything is built. We don't need any more. 1, 2, 3, 4, the end. This side to that side, we split up in two. The end. The total is 144 and 144. 2 times, 2 strands, 288. Double that, 576, the year 5760, 2010. Double that again is 1152. Now, I don't know why I went to 1154. There must have been a different reason for this. Okay, but it's 1152, but I went to 1154. Why? Because 1152 is in the center. 1152 is to the left. 1154 is to the left. 1156 is to the right. 2, 4, 6. The 3 areas of Venus. 2, 4, 6. This is the year 2000. When I bring it into the year 4 of Mars, I get 5770, the year 2010 JT. Jack 10, Jack Beta, JB. 102 Blackjack, 216, the Mayan calendar match. I bring it into the Earth world at 1156. Okay? It becomes 5776. Here's 54. This would be at 56. This would be 1156. 5776. 76 times 76 equals this. What is this number? This is the Fibonacci strand all the way up to the number 89. When you add them together at 144, you double the strand here. Then you double the strand. This is 2 times. This is 4 times. This is 2 times. This is 4 times. And this is 6 times. So this is 6 times the strand. And you don't need more than 6 because you can't really have more than 6 because it's 1, 2, 3, 6. That's your 3 strands. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1. You have to start, you have to end. 6 and 1, and that would be the end. You need 2 numbers. So this total is 2308, which would be 2368, which would be creation of the low world, the 6-8 world. I only went to 6. I didn't go to 8 because the 6 is a reflection of 8. If I go to 8, I add 6 more here. I have 5782. 82 is time heaven. 28. It is the moon. This is the electric company. This is the time period we're in right now. This falls right now this year. At the same time, there was another number in here. 288. This is your jail. I think we're going to leave it at that. There was one more number I didn't pick out of here. This also creates your monopoly board. This one over here, your monopoly board. This creates the cube. This creates your DC power. And this is your 7 and 6. Now, what is your 7 and 6? When 1 gets to when 7 has 0 with it, okay, the 7th gate with 0. 0 is all. 0 is the ace. Okay, it's in the 0 position. The question is, I have another way to look at that 7. The 7 that comes, the ace position, excuse me, when they show you that the ace is playing from the center, because it plays from the heart, 1 is playing from the heart, it plays from the 5 position. When they remove 1 from the position that it is, the top left-hand corner, it's because it's playing from somewhere else, so it becomes a gateway. It's a void. It only can go through you. Without going through you, it goes nowhere. So that's why the 1 on the telephone does not have a vowel on it. Do you follow what I'm saying? I'm going to take away the 7 position right now. I'm going to put the 7. The only way to get to the 7 is through 5. The only way to get to the 7 is through 4 and 8. But they put the 5 in the way. You can't get there. You go from 6 to 8 to 7. You're 6 and 8, but 8 can't go to 7. 8 has to go to 5 and then to 7. I'm just asking this question. Is that the way I'm going to do it? Or do we do it a different way? 5 What's between 5 and 9? 7. This is 6, 7, and 8 right over here. So 6 gets its own 7 in its own world. But this 7 is through the moon. You must go through the moon in order to get to this 7. If this 7 matches this 7, that means you must go through the moon. Just like number 6. The number 6 is over here. This is 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. This is 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7 here and 5, 6, 7 here. There's a 6, 7 on each side of the 5. There's a 3 on each side of the 5. One over here in the inside circle and one on the outside circle. Darts takes the board and breaks the board down, doesn't she? Multiple circles right here, or over here. The distance is different. The different distance from the center of here to the center of here is different from the center of here to the center of here. So darts has, this is 1 level here. This is 2 levels here. This would be 3 levels over here. I got 3 levels in darts. But the first level pays you 3 to 1 because you get the first level with the second level right away. Once you get the 5 in the heart, which is the red, and then you get the 4 corners on the outside, the moon. It's your second circle. And then you get it into that 3 spot. When you bring that together, you don't get it in the first one, you get it in the third one. So it brings them all together. It brings the second set of 1s together. 1, 2, 3. Anyways, so we did that. What else was there? We did the thing with the people on how we need the mind to work. It's just like a funnel system. It just falls on top of everybody. And all these, they shoot around all over the world. These are everywhere. Well, they're in quadrants. They're shut off. They're in quadrants. They should go most of the world. Like, you ever see a Mexican hat, the sombrero? Well, this should be a sombrero. That's on everybody's head, and it travels, okay, around the globe. I believe somehow they have taken this vibration away, and I know they did it because my nose is cold, freezing cold, and it's warm in here. Go to animals, study the animals. They already told us. They already told us in the Bible. They already told us through the Indian knowledge. We come from animals. They put animals in a zoo. If you didn't come from an animal, and they're testing lipstick on rats and pigs. If you didn't come from an animal, yet they're testing cancer on rats. If you didn't come from an animal, but they're only testing animals, and we're voting, you're telling me. I'm not telling you. You're telling me they test everything on animals and they use it on humans. And if they use it on humans and it didn't give any cancer to the animal, then it's okay for humans, then we are animals. Same difference. If it wasn't the same, then what's the difference if it didn't get cancer or it did? It would have nothing to do with us. We're not the same as it. We have the same microchromosome as every other animal. We have the same vision of every other animal. When something moves, we see it. When you're looking at something that moves, you see it. Do you see it or you don't? If we're all different animals, all different kinds of animals, see it another way. I want to know what your cat, when you scream out loud in front of one of your animals, I want to know what it does. You scream out loud to a bird or throw your hand in front of a fish, splash some water. You see what it does. It does what you know. You know the fish is going to swim away. You didn't even see it show up yet. You're predicting. You're predicting. Are you predicting? Oh, I know if the fish comes over here, I'm just going to splash the water and it'll go away and you're swallowed up by the whale. Just when you knew everything. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Look at that. Huh? My desk is getting better. 18 times 6 is 108. 3 levels to get to 108. 36 is the max. Because 4 and 5 is where it comes into. Creation inside 4 and 5. The IT world. 2 plus 1. Fibonacci style. 110, 111. Top of the Twin Towers. 18 times 6. Plus 3 creation. Me is in between. In between the sides. Me is half and half. We is part of a group. Half and half of the group. 18 times 6 times 6, 18 times 6 times 4 is the same number we spoke about. This is your east-west creation. Here's your A and H. This becomes 10 and 24, 10, 24 memory inside 1 and 5. 6 and 7, you see this is 13. This is your memory again, MB. This is your memory coming out of the IT system, the orange system, the system of the 60-second clock, which runs inside the orange sun, which is the 5 ball and the 13 ball and pull. 513 says ace. If you looked at it on the keyboard, it would say the cat. So right away, the angle of transmission of communication is inside the ace of the cat that comes out of the orange sun. Orange is made between yellow 92, which equals to 11. Not 1 and 1 is 2. Red equals 2. 27. 2 and 7 is 9. Is 9, 11. 9 and 2 is birth of 2 sons. 2 sons, man, Arizona. Thank you very much.